Saudi jets kill and injure 6 civilians in Marib. New series of Saudi attacks on various government raids. Cholera death toll in Yemen rises to 1,205 cases. Good evening and welcome to Yemen Today's News. I'm Ali Nasser Al-Khamri. Saudi jets, two civilians were killed and others wanted by Saudi airstrikes on Sirwah district of Marib government raid. Local sources in Marib confirmed that the Saudi jets waged at least 16 air raids on various areas of Sirwah among continuous flight. The Saudi air raids on Sirwah district resulted in great damages in public and private properties. In Saada, the Saudi-led coalition waged a series of attacks against several areas. Local sources in the government raid confirmed that the Saudi jets hit with an airstrike Razih district west of Saada. The Saudi army shelled with heavy artillery several areas of the same district. The Saudi warplanes attacked with new raids Taiz government raid southwest of Yemen. Local sources in Taiz reported that the Saudi jets targeted with 3 air raids Al-Hawban area east of the city, which resulted in great damages and fear among citizens. The Saudi jets waged 8 raids on Harad and Midi districts today after targeting both districts with 18 air raids. Area local sources confirmed that the Saudi jets waged an airstrike on Mestiba market, leaving 1 dead and huge damages in personal properties. Under Secretary of the Ministry of Public Health and Population for Therapeutic Medicine, Dr. Nasser Al-Arjali said that the deaths of acute water diarrhea, including cholera, rose to 1,205 cases. He confirmed that the total number of suspected cases of cholera was 179 and 458 cases, of which 531 confirmed cases. He pointed out that the spread of the epidemic is increasing at capital city of Sana'a and the provinces, stressing the need for concerted domestic and international efforts to combat cholera and prevent its spread, noting that the danger will extend to neighboring countries and the region as a whole. The Under-Secretary of the Therapeutic Medicine sector pointed out that the repercussions resulting from the aggression and siege contributed to the aggravation and escalation of the epidemic and the creation of climates suitable for the spread of diseases and epidemics. He called on the United Nations and its institutions and the Security Council to open Sana'a International Airport, which has become an urgent necessity in order to facilitate access to therapeutic assistance and contribute to the efforts of treat patients and the transfer of cases urgently requiring treatment outside Yemen. Fikr Organization for Rights and Freedom launched its 2nd annual reports on the humanitarian crisis with the support of civil society organizations under the banner of fighting terrorism. Here is a report.
It was no prosecution hearing, but conviction of proven facts. Fikr for Rights and Freedoms launched its 2nd annual report on the crimes of Saudi terrorism and blockade on Yemen for more than 13 months. Fikr Organization called for ending the terrorism, opening the airports and ports, lifting the unjust siege on Yemen, and providing urgent aid assistance. The organization held the UN and the international community responsible for the tragedy in Yemen. We showed the relationship between some of countries and terrorism. We also warn of using media as a voice for terrorism. The 2nd annual report focused on negotiation, which is the approach of the wise to solve the various issues. For negotiation is an inevitable result of today or tomorrow. In the report, the organization called for full alignment in the fight.
For more than 800 days, the Saudi-led coalition continues. The war and unjust siege on Yemen led to worsening the living situations of the Yemeni people. In this coming report, we cover a charitable initiative that distributed number of food baskets for the poor families.
The Saudi aggression badly affected the living situation of the Yemeni people, so the charitable initiative under the name A Print and a Smile distributed more than 27 food baskets for the poor families which live under the line of poverty due to the Yemeni people live bad conditions since 2 years of the Saudi aggression war and the unjust siege. We are in the 8th project, and this charitable works to draw a smile on the faces of poor families and to spread happiness in the Yemeni society, especially the poor families. This charitable initiative aimed at reducing the misery and suffering of many families and drew the smiles on the families of the poor families who suffer the bitterness of poverty and starvation caused by the Saudi-led coalition war and siege. We thank and appreciate the initiative to help us buy this food basket. This charitable initiative also aimed at more than 100 families in a charity work emerging of the solidarity principles and reflects the cooperative ties between the Yemeni people, especially during the difficult situation due to the Saudi siege on the seaports and airports, which prevent the access of food to the Yemeni people.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, back to today's headlines. Saudi jets kill and injure 6 civilians in Marib. New series of Saudi attacks on various government raids. Cholera death toll in Yemen raises to 1,205 cases. Thanks for watching and have a good night.